What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Commander. We're doing free-for-all 1v1v1v1v1v1v1. So anyway, I'll be playing Muldrotha, the Gravetide, green, blue, black, 6-drop for 6. And then during each of my turns, I may play up to one permanent card of each permanent type from my graveyard. If a card has multiple permanent types, I get to choose one as I play it. So if it's an artifact creature, then I could choose it to be an artifact and not take up the slot of my creature for that turn. It's basically a reanimation deck in a way. Doc, what are you playing, buddy? Sweet, sweet. Davey, what are you playing, brother? Yo, Colin, what you running, brother?
Same thing as Doc. I got Edgar Markov. Eminence, whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 vampire creature token. First strike haste. Whenever Edgar Markov attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each vampire you control.
I'm going to be taking this play. It's going to go me, Doc, Davey, and then Colin. Alright, I'll take the play. I will draw. I'm going to play an Opulent Palace. Test her green, black, blue. Or blue. And I'll pass turn to you, Doc.
I'm gonna drop Hamar Depths. Look at the top three from back in the order. Now pass turn.
I play Plains, tap, Hada Freeblade. But when Hada or another ally enters the battlefield under my control, I can put a 1/1 counter on Hada Freeblade.
Colin, you're up.
I'm gonna place a blood crypt, and I'm gonna pass turn.
I'm going to play a Misty Rainforest. I'm going to tap, sack it, pay 1 life, search my library for an island or a forest card. I'm grabbing a Watery Grave, Swamp Island, right there. Okay, yeah, I'm going to pay the 2 life for Watery Grave, so I'm going to go down to 37, actually. Everybody else is at 40. I'm going to pay 1 green, 1 blue, and I'm going to play a Thrasios. Okay, a Thrasios Triton Hero. Green, blue, 1/3 Merfolk Wizard. Pay 4, scry 1, reveal the top card of my library. If it's a land card, I put it onto the battlefield tap. Otherwise, I draw a card. I will pass turn over to you, Doc.
Say pass turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, untap, keep draw. Play another Plains. Tap 2 for Kazandu Blade Master. So trigger for Hada Freeblades.
Not gonna work. I can't keep flipping back and forth. Someone has to read it off.
And Kazandu, whenever he or another ally enters the battlefield, he can put a 1/1 counter on him. He has first strike and vigilance. Pass turn.
Gonna draw. I'm gonna place Isolated Chapel. It comes in tapped unless I own a plains or a swamp. I got a swamp mountain. Tap for 1 swamp and 1 colorless. I'm gonna cast Legion's Lieutenant. Other vampires you control get +1. And I get the 1/1 token from Edgar Markov, and I pass.
Let's drop down a forest. I'm gonna tap 2 green and 1 colorless. Cast Yavimaya Elder. Elder. A 2/1. Whenever he dies, I may search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into my hand. If I do, I shuffle my library. I may pay 2 colorless, sacrifice him, and then draw a card. I'm gonna pass turn over to you, Doc.
Tap sack Evolving Wilds. Swamp. And pass turn.
Mountain. And combat, I'm going to swing 2/2 first strike vigilance at Collins.
I will take it.
Okay. And I'll pass turn.
Draw. Pass turn.
Play a strip mine. Tap a green, a black, and a colorless. And I'm going to play Journey to Eternity. Enchant creature I control. When an enchanted creature dies, I return it to the battlefield under my control. Then return Journey to Eternity to my battlefield, transformed and under my control. Its transformed version reads: pay 1 green, 1 black, and 3 colors. Return target creature from my graveyard to the battlefield. And that is a land with that ability. I'm enchanting my Yavimaya Elder, which whenever he dies, I search my library for up to 2 basic land cards.
I'm gonna drop a Watery Graves and pass my turn.
Swamp. And I'll swing Collins again for 2/2 first strike vigilance.
I'll take it.
I'll pass turn.
Draw. Fucking tap 1 swamp and 1 mountain. I'm a Dread Warrior Vigilance mother first strike. Destroy target creature. Alright, pass turn.
You drop down in Island. Tap 1 blue, 2 blue, 3 colorless. I'm gonna cast a River Kelpie. Whenever River Kelpie or another permanent is put into a graveyard, I draw a card. Whenever a spell is played from a graveyard, I draw a card. He is a 3/3 with Persist.
Hey, you think you can just draw cards out here?
Hey, you know
yeah, I
what?
can draw cards out
Elf,
here.
you slow down with all your ramping. You know, you get the fuck out of here. I haven't fucked with you, you don't fuck with me. You keep your mouth shut.
Hey, I haven't even ramped yet. What are you talking about?
Exactly, so keep your mouth shut. I'm gonna pass turn to you, Doc.
I say that and I draw a ramp card. Fuck you. I'm gonna cast a Murmur Simic Visionary. Whenever I play a green creature spell, I tutor for a creature. Goes to the top of my library. Whenever I play a blue creature spell, I reveal the top part of my library. If it's a creature, it goes in my hand. And I will pass turn.
Okay. Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I play General Tazri. So trigger Hot of Free Blade gets another +1/+1 counter, and when General Tazri enters the battlefield, I can search my library for a ally. Yeah, it's going to be Kazu Warlord. I'll pass turn.
Draw. I'm gonna have to discard before I end my turn, and I'm gonna discard pass turn.
So I'm gonna play a Command Beacon. It taps for 1 color, so I can tap stack it, put my commander into my hand from the command zone. 2 black, 2 colorless, and I'm gonna cast a Ravenous Chupacabra. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Davey, I'm gonna blow up your general.
Not the thing that's going to make Freeman frickin' ramp.
Nope, fuck you.
As Cass would say, learn to play your deck.
Oh, do I know how to play mine? Let me play yours. I'm going to keep this 2 mana open. Do I want to be your first enemy, Doc, or what? Are you what I want? You want to go at it, Doc? Is this what you want? Do you want me?
See, Davenport's already starting to play like a bitch, so I kind of want to target him.
I'm gonna swing a 3/3 at you, Doc.
Alright, I'll take it.
Alright, you'll take the 3. Doc, you'll go down to 37. I'm gonna pass turn to you, Doc.
I'm gonna drop an island per turn. 1 green, 1 blue, 2 colorless for Rashmir Eternity's Crafter. Excuse me. Whenever I cast my first spell, each turn I reveal the top card of my library. If it's a non-land card, converted mana cost less than that spell, I may cast it paying its mana cost. If I don't cast a revealed card, I put it in my hand. Trigger for Murmur Vic. I'm going to tutor a creature and then I will draw it because Rushier is both green and blue. Master Biomancer, and that will be the end of my turn.
Tap. I'll keep draw. Casual Warlord. So, Hada Freeblade triggers, and Kazu Warlord now triggers. Whenever he or another ally enters the battlefield, I can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. Oops. Hada's at 5 now. And I'm going to swing 5 at Collins.
I'm going to take it.
Alright, and I'll pass turn.
I'm
I'm at
gonna
37.
draw.
Mike, you're at 37, Davies at 40, I'm at
Inspiring
37,
Vantage.
and then Collins at 31.
Enters the battlefield tap unless you control 2 or fewer lands. Alright. Fuck yeah. Fuck oh baby, getting some mana out here. Alright,
Colin, I'm gonna go ahead just to save time. I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna sack my Yavmaya Elder to search my library for 2 basic lands, reveal them, put into my hand, which is going to be a swamp and a forest. And then Journey to Eternity will re-enter the battlefield, and as another land, which is Adzal Cave of Eternity, which is pay 5, return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. Yavmaya will also re-enter the battlefield. I'm gonna put a swamp and a forest in my hand.
How many cards do you have now?
well, while he did all that mana, 2 colors, 1 swamp, and cast Yahin Undying Parshin, or whatever the fuck. The 2/2 haste. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a 1/1 counter on him. And I can sacrifice a creature and he gains indestructible until end of turn. That's gonna make another 1/1 token come out and pass turn.
Going to pay 1 green, 1 blue, 1 colorless, and then 2 colorless. And I'm going to play a Tatiova, a Benthic Druid, a 3/3 legendary creature merfolk druid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield of my control, I may gain 1 life and draw 1 card. Now, I'm going to play my forest. I would gain 1 life, go to 38, and then I would draw 1 card. A 1 green, 1 blue. And I'm going to play a Kior's Follower. A 2/2, tap him, untap another target permanent.
Nice full art.
Yeah, you like that? You like that? Pass my turn. Over to you, Doc.
Round 2. I'm gonna pay 1 green, 1 blue, 2 colorless for Master Biomancer. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and shock that overgrown 2. I'll lose 2. Master Biomancer is gonna trigger Murmur Vic. I will tutor another creature to my hand. It's gonna be Lies Alina Huntmaster. I'm gonna trigger Eternity. Revealed Priest of Titania. She's a 2-drop, so she'll get cast for free. Trigger from Master Biomancer. She's gonna get 2 +1/+1 counters. Pay 3 for what else? I'll search a forest. It'll go to the battlefield.
The life totals are myself, IR Scoop,
Yeah.
at 38, Doc at 37, Davey at 40, Colin Edgar at 31.
1, 2. 3 for Fire Mantle Mage. So trigger for Hot Up Freeblade, he gets a additional 1/1 counter. Trigger for Kazu Warlord, so everyone gets a additional 1/1 counter on them. And trigger for Fire Mantle Mage, so they all have menace now. And 1 black. Tap 1 and tap Old Palace for 1 red. I'm gonna Dreadbore Master Biomancer.
Okay.
Swing 7/8 with menace at Collins.
I'll take it.
Pass turn.
Draw. Can tap 1 colorless and 1 swamp, and I'm gonna cast a Malkar Full Blade. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on it. I get a 1/1 token.
In response, I will pay 2. I'm gonna sack my Yavmira Elder, or I'll let that resolve, and then before you enter combat, I'm gonna sack my Yavmira Elder. He dies, so your Yahini will get a +1, and that other guy will get a +1. I'm gonna search my library for 2 basic lands, which is gonna be a forest and an island. You're still up, and you're entering combat right now.
I pass turn.
Swamp. A land enters the battlefield, I gain a life, I'll go to 39, and I would draw a card. Interesting. I'm going to then play 1 swamp, 1 green, 1 island, 3 colorless. What I said not to do. Cool. Bring up my Muldrotha. During each of my turns, I may play up to 1 permanent card of each permanent type from my graveyard. I'm gonna tap Keyor's Faller. I'm gonna tap this Force, another target permanent. I'm gonna tap 1 green, 2 green, and 1 colorless. And I'm going to play a Yavmira Elder from my graveyard. Trigger off a River Kelpie. Whenever River Kelpie or another permanent is put into play from a graveyard, I draw a card. His other ability is whenever a spell is played from a graveyard, I draw a card. So double trigger off that, so I draw 2 cards. So that puts me at 9 cards in hand. Pass! My turn. At the end of my turn, I'm gonna have to drop out an island and a forest. Doc, you're up.
I'm gonna drop a Wirewood Barrage. 2 green, 2 colorless for Elias Alina Huntmaster. Whenever I cast an elf spell, I get a 1/1 elf. That trigger for Armor Vig. I'll tutor Amblewood Cardigan. Go to the top of my library. It'll trigger Rusher. I'll reveal the top card of my library. Celestine Master of the Hunt. So that'll get played for free. Head and tap Priestess Titania for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, 3 mana to the pool. So 1 black, 1 blue, 4 of that mana for Damia. Hit my draw step at the beginning of my upkeep. I'll draw 2/7, excuse me. I have 2 mana floating from Priestess Titania. Breeding Pool for 1 more. Cast Impervious. Come in with a +1/+1 counter. I'm gonna tap Overgrown Tomb and Wirewood Elves to untap Priestess Titania. From Impervious and Perfect entering, I'm gonna tutor again. Edgar Markov. I'm gonna go to the top of my library. I will end my turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Tap sack. Terramorphic Expanse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. General Tazri, so trigger. Actually, he gets an additional one because of Kazu Warlord. Trigger. And Tazri gets a +1/+1 counter on her. So they'll have Menace now. And since Tazri entered the battlefield, I
What's your
undo Cleric. Whenever he or another ally enters the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to the number of allies I control. Okay. And I'm going to swing 9-10 Menace at Collins.
Colin? Are you blocking? You have to block with 2 or more.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. So he takes 9. He's from 24. He'll go down to 15. Pass turn.
Yep.
Draw a tap for 1 colorist, 1 swamp, and 1 mountain. Stormkirk Captain, first strike, 2/2. Other vampire creatures you control get +1.5 first strike. I'm gonna swing at Rock with one of my vampire 2/2s with first strike. What's a 3/3?
Yep. Thank you. Allegiance accepted. I'm gonna block with my Ravenous Chupacabra, which is a 2/2. Yours is a 3/3 at first strike, so my Chupacabra will die.
Yay.
Died. 2 of your creatures get 1/1 counters. Have fun.
So pass turn.
See, it's a mutual agreement, bro. I help your creatures grow. You help me kill shit. 2 black, 2 colorless. I'm gonna cast Ravenous Chupacabra from my graveyard. Trigger twice off River Kelpie to draw 2 cards. Since a spell was casted from my graveyard and since a permanent entered the battlefield from graveyard, I would draw 2 cards.
I don't like your card advantage. I'm the only one supposed to have card advantage.
No, you get the fuck out of here, Doc. Chupacabra is gonna target your one that's letting you tutor, Doc. It's gonna target that and blow it up if it's not hexproof.
Alright.
Okay, so creature dies. Colin, you get 2 1/1 counters. Each of your creatures that get them whenever opponent's creature die.
Actually, before that happens, I'm gonna tap Priestess of Titania for mana.
Tap 1 green and 1 colorless. I'm gonna play Baduka Gardener. Baduka Gardener is tap him. I'm gonna put a land card from my hand into play. If I control 10 or more lands, I flip Baduka. Then Baduka becomes pay 6, tap him, put an XX green elemental creature token into play, where X is the number of lands I control. I'm sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. I'm 1 away from that. I'm going to play a Misty Rainforest from my graveyard. Using Muldrotha, River Kelpie would trigger whenever another permanent is put into play from my graveyard. I draw a card, so I'll draw a trigger off Tatiova to draw a card, gain a life, so I'll go up to 40. I'll draw another card. No, not yet. And then I'm gonna tap sack Misty Rainforest, pay 1 life, so I'll go back down to 39. Overgrown Tomb, there we go. I will take the shock damage off of that though. So I will go down to 38 because since Overgrown Tomb is another land, Tatiova will trigger for me to draw another card and gain another life. Pay 1 black and 2 colorless. Merciless Executioner. Merciless Executioner is when he enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. I'm going to sack my Ravenous Chupacabra.
Tazri.
I'm gonna drop out a Forest and a Llanowar Waste. So that's 2. I'm gonna drop out an Island. That's 3. We'll also drop out a Sultai Banner. That is 4. I'll pass turn over to you, Doc.
Before the next step, I'm gonna flash in the Eva. It gives all green creatures flash for me. Skip my draw phase, and I'll draw equal to 7.
I'm gonna bring this Sultai banner back because I only have 6 in hand right now.
I only had 2 in hand.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll drop an island, and I'll also drop a spell book. 1 green, 1 black, and 2 colorless for Merrington and Neltooth. I get an experience counter whenever a creature I control dies. At the beginning of my instep, I choose a card from my graveyard. Its converted mana cost is less than the number of experience counters I have. I can play it for free. If not, it goes to my hand. The trigger for Eternity's Crafter. I'll get Elvis Arch Druid for free. I'll add 9 to the mana pool. I'll use 1 to activate Impervious and Perfect for a 1/1. And then the rest, Jargo Warhowler, and she's gonna come in with 4 1/1 counters from her multi-kicker. And then 1 from Amberwood. So a total of 5. And she's gonna give +1/+1 for each 1/1 counter on her. So all of my L's will get a total of +7/+7. And creatures I control with +1/+1 counters have trample. Will now drop that spell book. 3 for Assaulting Ascendancy. At the beginning of my keep, I look at the top 2 cards of my library. I'm going to put any number of them in my graveyard and put the rest on top of my library in any order. Pretty cool. Wirewood Lodge to untap. Priest of Titania. What do you have on your field, Davey?
A 6/6 and a 4/4 that's untapped.
And what's your life total?
40.
Collins, where are you at?
He's at 15.
But I'm not the threat here. Fuck Davey.
I'm trying to take you both out this turn.
Why do that? I could help you.
Because Freeman does not need help when it comes to his elf deck.
Yeah, look at him hype you up.
Not a hype, it's fact.
I've kind of have played through an entire hand in a turn and getting ready to replenish my hand. You said you're at 40, Davey?
Yes.
I'm gonna tap Titania for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Overwhelming Stampede. Until the end of turn, creatures I control gain trample and +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control. My strongest creature is Yiva, sitting at 11/11. Everything's gonna get +11/+11 and trample till the end of turn on top of their current strength. So 22, another 21, and that makes 60 trample coming at you, Davey.
It's a bit excessive.
Yeah. And got another 40 coming at you, Collins.
No matter what I do, I'm dead, so.
8, 7, 14.
Doc, what are you swinging at him with?
It's actually he will live. I was swinging with a total of 43.
43, and that's between 2 creatures, a 22 and a 21?
Yeah.
Colin, throw 21 power. No, because damage happens all at the same time unless Davey kills something of his right now.
No, but my creatures die, so they get +1/+1
No,
counters.
but it all happens at the same time, so that will not matter until after you die. So, Colin, add up 21 and put it onto one of Doc's creatures, and then the remaining creatures tell me their total toughness. It won't matter if he has first strike. Add up 21 power. Throw your biggest creatures in there. If you need me to, I'll come over there and do it for you. Alright. 1 second.
Okay, so this is 21 damage right here. This is all 21 first strike. This will kill Doc's 21 toughness. You sack this tap vampire you control. So now Yahini becomes indestructible, and Yahini is a 10-10 indestructible. It will block the 22, so Yahini will not die. And 22 minus 10 is 12, so you'll take 12. You go down from 15 to 13. All of Davy's creatures die. When they die, Yahini and your Malik here both get how many ever 1/1 counters equal to the amount of creatures Davy had.
Which was 2.
You hear all that?
Yeah.
I have no clue what just happened.
I got that.
Oh
my wood elf, I'll get an experience counter.
Your creatures get 2 1/1 counters. Yeah, everyone lives. I told you, like, all you had to do is add up the numbers I was talking about. You live just fine. Actually, fucking, you're at 4 life, Colin. You're at 4 life. First strike happens first, so it will kill Doc's creature first. When it kills that, both of your creatures will get their +1 counters, which will mean that instead of taking 12 damage, you only take 11 because Yahini will go up 1. But yeah.
Instead, I will bring my mirror back to my hand. That will concern.
Draw. Hey. What do you have untapped?
8/8, 7/7, another 8/8, 4/4 with Death Touch.
I place down this Temple of Triumph. It comes in tap, but I get to scry one. Tap my mana. I'm gonna cast Rakish Air. Whenever a vampire control deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. I am going to swing at you, Davy.
I'm dead, so it doesn't.
Dead.
Oh, sorry there, Davy. I didn't know you were dead. I'm gonna swing at Doc.
What you got coming at me?
2/3/3 tokens. 12 haste. Yahini, 11 other vampire. They all have first strike.
Chump blocked the 2 big ones, and I'll block the 3/3s with my 7/7 and 6/6. And I'll get 2 more experience counters.
So how many of your guys died?
2.
Pass turn.
I'm going to play Misty Rainforest from my graveyard. It is a land. I'm using Muldrotha's ability to play this land from the graveyard. When the land enters the battlefield, trigger off Tatiyova Binthic Druid to gain life and draw a card. I will draw a card. I will gain a life. I'll go up to 39. Tap sack Misty Rainforest. Pay 1 life. Go back down to 38. I'm going to bring out a forest. Another land enters the battlefield, I gain another life, I go back up to 39, and I would draw another card. 1 green, and I'm going to play Burgeoning. Whenever an opponent plays a land, I might put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield. I'm going to tap Baduka Gardener, place a land from my hand onto the battlefield. I'm going to place a Polluted Delta from my hand onto the battlefield. Trigger off Tatiyova, a land enters the battlefield, I gain a life, I would draw a card. And then Baduka Gardener will flip. So he's now pay 6 tap and put an XX green elemental creature token in play where X is the number of lands I control. I'm going to tap sack Polluted Delta to search my library for pay 1 life, go down to 39. Search my library for a swamp or an island card. I'm going to pull out a Forest Island Breeding Pool. I will pay 2 life. I will go down to 37. I will gain 1 life off the Tatiyova. I'll go up to 38 and then I will draw 1 card. Draw a card. Pay 1 green and 2 colorless. I'm going to play a Souza, Lost But Seeking. I may play 2 additional lands on each of my turns. A Woodland Cemetery. This would be my first additional land. It enters battle to tap unless I control a swamp or forest. Trigger off Tatiyova, I'll gain a life. I'll go up to 39. And then I will draw a card. And then I will play a forest. Trigger off Tatiyova to gain another life. I'll go back up to 40 and then I'll draw another card. Okay. 1 blue, 6, total of 7. I'm going to cast Cyclonic Rift Overloaded. Return all non-land permanents I don't control to their owner's hand.
You know, I'm actually appreciating the hate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep the game going. Keep the game going, man. I'm gonna tap one green and then one colorless. I'm gonna play Song of Freyalise and a lore counter 1. All my creatures become mana dorks. I'm gonna tap one green, 2 green, 3 green. I'm gonna cast a Eternal Witness. When it enters the battlefield, I'm gonna return target card from my graveyard to my hand. I'm gonna return Cyclonic Rift from my graveyard to my hand. Combat, Doc, at you, I'm gonna swing a 3, a 6, a 9, plus another 6 is 15, plus another 4 is a total of 19. I'm gonna swing 19 at you, Doc. 6 of that is Commander. I totally missed a trigger shot. Alright, so you take 19. Brings you down to 18. 6 of that is Commander. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. I'm gonna pass turn over to you, Doc.
All right. Let's start with that spellbook. So I'm not about to discard all of this bullshit.
But I didn't.
Headmaster, and then play a well-wisher. Give me another elf. Actually, not the well-wisher. Do the backward. So it's gonna come out with a +1/+1 counter. And a Princess of Tanya, a well-wisher.
And you did not play a land.
Hurry up! I'm trying to go home.
I'm gonna bounce the island for Semi-Growth Chamber.
Alright, so you did play land. So when you play land, I get to play land. That's what I really cared about. I'm gonna play Academy Ruin. Academy Ruin enters the battlefield, trigger out Tatiova. I gain 1 life, I go up to 41, and I get to draw a card. And then in response to that, I'm gonna tap Strip Mine and blow up your Simic Growth Chamber.
You place the land, now what? What are you gonna do?
Got a real D-bag move there. I'll pass turn.
Did he even cast anything?
Yeah, he casted
Yes,
like
I
4
did.
creatures. You're up, Colin.
I casted a lot of things.
What do those do? Doc, didn't you already pass turn?
Yeah, I passed turn a while ago.
I'm gonna utter in the one that produces your mana, and I'll pass turn.
Okay, so untap. When I draw Song of Freyalise, we go to the next. Lore counters, all my creatures become mana dorks. I'm going to play Strip Mine from my graveyard, trigger off a River Kelpie to draw a card, and then trigger off Tatiova to gain a life. I go up to 42 and I draw another card. A Temple Mystery enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, I scry 1. Put that on the bottom land, so trigger off Tatiova to gain a life. I go up to 43, and then I will draw a card. I will then play Tap Sack Strip Mine. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go for your Overgrown Tomb. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 6. So 2 green, 4 colorless. I'm gonna tap a Dokai Weaver of Life to put an XX green elemental creature token where X is the number of lands I control, which is 15. So it's a 15/15 elemental creature token. Docs, how many cards do you have in hand?
10.
Gonna pay 1 green and 2 colorless. Play Reclamation Sage, and I'm gonna blow up your spellbook when he enters the battlefield.
God damn it. Can't let me live.
No, you will die, Doc. You think I forgot what the fuck you did to me? You think I just forgot? The ass whooping you put on me?
Show him mercy, he killed Davey.
I'm gonna pay 1 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colorless. And I'm gonna cast a Cyclonic Rift overloaded to bounce all things I don't control back to the owner's hands.
Can you stop doing that?
No. Okay. I'm going to enter combat. I'm going to swing a Muldrotha, which is a 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17, plus another 2 is
What's up, Ray?
19 at you, Doc, and that'll bring you to -1.
Good job.
I'm gonna tap Kior's follower to untap target permanent. I'm gonna untap Muldrotha. So I have 3
What's up,
untapped
Blade Man?
creatures, a 6/6, a 15/15, and a 2/1. And Colin, I'm gonna pass turn over to you. It's just
Hey!
you're at 4 life. I am at 43.
I'm gonna
Go
untap.
You're gonna do. You're gonna die.
I'm gonna untap.
Then I'm gonna, in response, I scoop.
I'm gonna tap and cast the Soul Ring that I cheated out because no one was paying attention. I drew twice, and I'm gonna scoop. All right, good game.
How many lands does that boy have, dude? Too many. All right. That was good. That was good.
He bounces everything back, and I'm like, all right, I can still.
Blows up your spell book and bounces everything back again. Okay, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. Except all the hard drive space on my computer. We've been playing for what, like 3-4 hours. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by the video, enjoying the gameplay. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Our Scoop out.